GS 153A 149. Pursuant to Article 5, Section 22.5 of the Constitution of North Carolina, the General Assembly confers on each county in this state the power to levy, within the limitations set out in this section, taxes on property having a situate within the county under the rules and according to the procedures prescribed in the Machinery Act, Chapter 105, Subchapter 11. Each county may levy property taxes without restrictions as to the rate or amount for the following purposes. And I'm not going to read all of these, but several of them. Debt service, to pay the principal of and interest on all general obligation bonds and notes of the county. Each county may levy property taxes for one or more of the purposes listed on this subsection up to a combined rate of $1.50 on the $100 appraisal value of property subject to that taxation. Be authorized to levy annually a property tax at a rate not in excess of blank cents on the $100 valuation of property subject to taxation for the purposes of building a new library or establishing a new library. The second option, shall Gates County be authorized to levy annually a property tax at a rate not in excess of that which will produce X dollars for the purposes of a library. Number 3, shall Gates County be authorized to levy annually a property tax without restriction as to the rate or amount for the purposes of a new library. Then it says, in conclusion, if a majority of those participating in the referendum approve the proposition, the Board of Commissioners may proceed to levy annually a property tax within the limitations described in the proposition. And then it talks about the Board of Election taking canvas in this. So this is a general statute right here. And there were some people that are misled from the standpoint of whether you can have one or not. And I have told this email when Dr. Joyce, Robert Joyce, Institute of Government, says, however, there is, however, a statute that could be used indirectly to accomplish more or less the same thing. And that statute is GS 153A 149B. So he's acknowledging here that we can do this. So all of the things that we're doing today to build this is affecting you, the taxpayer. It's going to cost you out of your taxpayer money. If we go and we're back in the minutes of, I forgot, the minutes of, I think it was in May minutes. In the minutes of May, it gave you some idea of how the money was spent. But in every case, it impacted taxpayer money. Then in the July minutes, Commissioner Jernigan stated, and I got a my account to do with this. Commissioner Jernigan stated he is the one who instigated the discussion of a new library with the hopes of stimulus money to build, not a loan. So it's my opinion, and I've been talking to a lot of people, and I'm not opposed to a library. We need one. I agree with you. We also need to keep that courthouse in there too. So we can go get some grant money to build a new one, and take this money and ask you, the taxpayer, to put into that and preserve it. Is a better course of action. So I'm asking the board, I'm making a motion on the floor that we allow the voters of Gates County to determine the direction that we go with the building of a new courthouse. Anything that impacts their tax rate of debt service.
Okay, you made a motion to that, do we have a second to that motion?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to call for referendum to build a library on the taxes, is that?
If we're going to borrow money, if we do not get a grant, yes.
All right, we'll take this vote on a hand raised vote, all in favor of the motion?
Chair, can we have some discussion?
Yes, sir, we can.
I appreciate Johnny's research on the matter. Let me wait, John. John, let me wait for you. I appreciate his research.
know it's hard to follow along, you know, when you're reading these sections and the general statutes. It is hard to follow along. I want to be sure that the interpretation of it matches what I was previously understood it to be. And that is, there's not a statute that allows you to have a referendum to decide to build. All the documentation that John shared with us talks about a referendum to apply a tax to pay for the property, is what I heard. So I just want to make that distinction between the two. Now, the last piece there that the lady's name, John, I forget her name, that came back and said there is.
No, Dr. Joyce.
Dr. Joyce is who we're talking about. She indicated, you know, she actually, from reading the email, I don't have it in front of me, but from, oh, it is, okay. Thank you, Dr. Joyce. Anyway, it almost seemed contradictory in the email. It said you can't do it, but then it said there's another way where you can bring a referendum vote to decide whether to make the law or not. There's two separate distinctions.
But the one
I
that
think
applies
that-
is
But as Pitt Godwin pointed out, to build a library, if we didn't have a library, you don't take that to the citizens, because that's a decision that we make, that we need a library, and the commissioners would say, yes, this is a mandate for counties, but we have a library, and what we're doing is we're going to either restore, we're going to build another one, we're going to upgrade. So the referendum allows the commissioners to go to the voters, do we want to upgrade what we have? Because we're not deciding whether we're not going to have a library for the county. And the other thing that concerns me is the fact that we're going to expend funds for a new library, and we've also got the expense for the courthouse. I mean, how much can we take on? We do need to restore the courthouse. Right now, it's serving as a good place for the library. I mean, if we can restore it, we can use it. So I mean, you can't do so many things at one time. And as I previously pointed out, there are means out there to utilize to get where we need to be. And we can expend some funds in the county, which those funds, instead of going for this new library, could be for this. And we could also have room in there for other offices as well, and our historic society utilize it as well. So I think it's a good move. You know, if the county itself says, hey, we want a new library, raise my taxes, whatever it needs to be. Let the citizens decide. If the citizens want to pay 10 more cents, hey, that's their decision. And we'll build a new library, we'll restore the old. But let's not just arbitrarily put this on the public without giving our public a chance to weigh in on it.
Yes. Woo. Thank you.
And that's the reason for this GS statute that we have, for that very reason. That's why it's in the books. I like that.
Okay, any more discussion? We got a motion and a second on the floor to hold a referendum to decide if we will raise taxes to the library. All in favor, indicate by uplifted hand. All opposed, same sign. All right, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Are these ones that